I've been traveling around this country finding interesting places with great driving roads, and we went to the south, we went to Jaguar, we went to the heart of India, we went to Pachmari, and this time around I thought I'd come up north. Now, there's a very unique reason why I chose this place. When it's named Renukaji on a map, how could I resist? Especially when there were great driving roads to get here. But let's take a little wind back and look at how those roads were. There are a couple of reasons why this place appealed to me, apart from the obvious, of course. Now, firstly, it's about 115 kilometers from Chandigarh airport, so easy to get to. And then, of course, there's the fact that there are some great twisties on the route. There are various routes to get you there, and we came via Panchkula. This highway is really crowded and it's quite messy because there's lots of bits under construction. Often get jammed like this behind traffic, but luckily I have a nice punchy petrol engine that just allows me to nip in and out of the gaps, get through the traffic. The route takes you via Panchkula, Kalam, Nahan and Jamta. Non-stop, it's about a 3-hour journey. It has a nice winding section that leads up to Nahan, but as the road turns off to Renukaji, it snakes its way around the hills, ascending and descending. I was cutting through the highway in comfort mode, but for the twisties, it was time to switch to dynamic. This road is just throwing the twisties at me and I love it. I'm just having so much fun whipping this car around corners, feeling that surge of torque as you accelerate. You just feel so connected. And you know, this is what I call an enthusiast's car. Something that brings a big smile to your face when you're on a section of road like this. I think this car loves the twisties as much as I do. So it's nice to have a car that's fun to drive, but why I also like this car is because I can take it almost pretty much, anywhere. It never really bottoms out or gets troubled by bad sections of road, especially in the hills like this. You can often come across a really bad section where there's been a landslide. And it never gets unsettled by the bumps either, even if they're mid-corner. Not really having to slow down too much, we made it to Renukaji in good time. But before we take a look at the beauty of the place, let me tell you that I discovered a better road on my way back. Now this section of road is really empty and it's much better surfaced as well. So it's a whole load of fun to drive on. Of course, it's got an amazing amount of corners to keep you completely engaged. It's great to have a car that makes you feel secure, especially up here, in the north where the drops are really, really sheer and they can be quite unnerving at times. And this is where that forward-facing camera also really comes in handy. For me, the destination is just so much more about the journey, so I had to talk of that first. But let me tell you that Renukaji is a hidden gem as well. Now that feels really weird to say, considering it's my name. The sleepy little hamlet has a tourism guest house that's neat and clean. But the best part of it is the proximity to the clear-watered Renuka lake that offers up the most wondrous sunrises. The Renukaji temple also has to be visited, and speaking with the sadhu there, I learnt that this brightly coloured temple located at the base of the lake was dedicated to the immortal Renuka and is one of the famous Indian temples. I learnt a little about the history of my name. Renukaji was the wife of sage Jamadagini and the mother of Parshurama, one of the 10 avatars of Lord Vishnu. The original temple of Renukaji is said to have been built overnight by a contingent of Gurkhas in the early 19th century. Well, who would have ever thought that I'd be in a temple with the goddess that I am now apparently named after, and I'd be saying Renuka Mata Ki Jai out loud. I mean, that is weird. Well, it's always nice to have a great car, get behind the wheel and just enjoy a good drive, and that's exactly what I've done. Found another sleepy little hamlet in the hills, and of course unique because everything here literally is named after me, or rather, I'm named after it. But really this place is paradise, especially if you're looking to get away, get some peace and quiet, and if you're a bird watcher, you'll definitely love it.